Thank you, Pooja.
Okay, sir.
Guest of honor, Professor Gabriel Gomez, my good friend Manoj Pataria, President ISWA, Mr. Tariq Badar, the Vice President ISWA, all our panelists and participants. First of all, greetings. I often wonder, why do we need to communicate science? And I find only two answers. Science cannot survive without communication. So whether we are doing in-reach or outreach, and in-reach is expert to expert communication, and outreach is from expert professionals to the masses or non-experts. Now, both these things are very important. You are not an established scientist if you are not communicating within your own community. So you need to publish regularly in refereed journals with high impact, and otherwise your research is confined to your lab. Nobody knows what kind of work you are doing. But bigger question is, what about those who are non-expert? And if we are talking, who funds science? Our taxpayers. How many of them understand science? That's a question which we always need to answer. And Manoj mentioned about some of the arts we can use. So science journalism, science museums, Science Express, so many other things. But question remains, are we able to reach to our taxpayers? And until we win their heart, they will not have confidence on the science our scientists are doing. They will not believe on the new products that are being produced in several laboratories, that they are worthy of being used by the society. Until we inform them what kind of products they are, how they are over existing products. So, which means that we need to make science communication more exciting. So we need to use, apart from writing, several other tools. We need to make our communication entertaining, because that is how a lot of kids understand. So many times I thank cartoon words, not only creative, but also generate a lot of excitement, creativity, imaginations, which comes from the cartoons. Can't we use this for science? We need to be persuasive, humorous, go in narration in a storytelling style, maybe use of metaphors. If required, some acting, dramatizations. There are several forms in which we can communicate science. And idea is we should reach masses. And if someone asks me what should we talk about them, both Dr. Manoj Pataria and Dr. Gabriel Gomez try to cover that. The issues which are of their concern. Like Dr. Gomez mentions about the healthcare. Dr. Pataria also raised several things. So suppose somebody is living in hilly area, he should understand how should I behave when there is a landslide, or there is a snowstorm, or there is an earthquake. People who are frequently affected by floods or drought should know what are the best practices around the world and how do we handle those situations. And it's not only the natural calamities or healthcare. In fact, we should tell them about how to conserve water resources, how to keep our environment healthy, how to look for food, what are the various techniques to save the food. We are losing so many of our harvest between the farm and our dining table. Nearly 30% of our food wastage is there. Can we educate our people how to reduce those wastes? How we can tell them about the nutrition in the food? Sometimes I feel so concerned that our textbook teaches the importance of balanced food when our students are in class 3 or class 4. And by the time they come to college, they have completely forgotten and we are fully banking on the junk food. Why not revise it? Why not strike them once again that what is balanced food and how healthy it can keep us? We could talk about energy. We could talk about healthcare. There's so many issues. And another important thing is we should not restrict such writing or communication, narration, dramatization, picturization, entertainment in a particular language. But we should go into the language of the locals. The language people understand much better. So if you are in Karnataka, explain them in Kannada. If you are in Tamil Nadu, explain them in Tamil. Depending upon whatever place you are, I would like science communication not only to inform them, not only to tell them what science is doing, but it should help them from knowledge point to a point where they could take decisions. So science communication should lead to personalized choices or informed choices. It should help into the decision-making process, not only by individuals, but by politicians, by ethnic groups, by society, and also by industries or civil societies. So that way, communication play a very, very critical role. And as Dr. Gomez mentioned, we should talk about the limitation of science. We should also talk, so very often we need to fight the misinformation. For example, he said about that after vaccination, one fellow could die and then people feel that vaccination is useless. I think we need to come out of better informations that there may be some issue with one individual why vaccine could not work. For example, trains are going or planes are going and they have accident, but people don't stop flying. So why should people stop believing that vaccine doesn't work? Or vaccine is just one thing. There could be several other things. So we need to address scientific misinformation, which is spread very easily because no one asks for scientific validation. So we need to correct the situation, constantly work, and I am very confident that if we could take science to the masses,